Hey, what's up YouTube? Want to do a quick video here on the scales that I got for this Benchmade Morpho, known as, the Benchmade Model 51. These are the titanium V7 scales that were currently available on Flytanium's website. You could also find them on Blade HQ, I believe. Last time I checked, they were sold out, and they do have different versions of these scales. I think I seen the V2 and then version 1. I have no idea if there's a V3, V4, V5. I have not seen anything like that, so I don't know. I would assume that there is because these are the V7s, but you'd have to kind of find that out for yourself. So these were the only ones that were available. The other ones that I have seen before on the websites, or actually on YouTube videos, is slab side where there's no holes cut out. You can't even see the titanium liners in between. They're literally just completely solid titanium slab side scales. So I could not find those. These were the only version available, and I would prefer these anyway, personally. So I did install these. They came quick. I ordered them from Flytanium, like I said. They came real quick. They also did come with a sticker that I already put somewhere. And then it came with this kind of light neon green microfiber cloth, which is pretty neat. So it also came with that. But anyways, I wanted to just kind of give you guys first impressions, more or less, on the fit and finish of the scales and how it feels. The weight, obviously it was a lot lighter with the standard G10 scales. One thing that I do want to point out quickly is the only issue that I had with these scales when I put them on is this pivot here has little ridges at the bottom of this pivot. There's like little teeth, I guess, that bite into the G10. Obviously, you're not going to be able to see the teeth or anything in there, but there's like little ridges in here on the pivot. It actually was a pain when I had to remove it from the G10 because actually were like I thought it was like glued in there, kind of, so when I popped them out, I seen they had little ridges. So anyway, when I did put these pivots in the titanium, since titanium is obviously much harder than the G10, I did have to tap these in. I set the titanium slab on a piece of wood, and I put a little piece of cloth over the pivot, and I tapped it to kind of get it to seat more flush, because it wouldn't seat flush. It, wouldn't sit nice and even. It was kind of sticking out a little far. Let's see, we're getting kind of blurry. There we go. So just keep that in mind. If you do get these, I'm sure you're going to have that same problem, I guess I'd call it. Not really, who knows. You're going to have to do a little bit of tapping to get those to seat properly. Otherwise, these are going to be sticking out a little bit, and you're going to have a whole bunch of play with the Bally. Other than that, the fit and finish is really nice. Everything seems to match up really nice. Let's see here. It feels obviously a lot more substantial because obviously it's titanium versus G10. I do like how it also has this cup side, so you got this little cutout on the titanium that matches the titanium liners, so that when you close your latch, obviously it sits in that little cup real nice. So there's no play in it. Really solid. So still, the spring latch still works really good. A little spring tension under there works great. I'm not going to be doing any flipping for you guys. I'm behind the camera at a weird angle. Plus, I'm not the best flipper. But some of the rollovers that I do with this knife are really great. It carries a lot better than the G10, personally, for me. It did bring up the weight an ounce or so, I want to say. I don't know the exact specs of this particular Balisong with the G10, so you guys could find that online really easily. But I do have a scale to show you what the weight is right now with these scales currently on them. So let's see what it weighs now and go over to ounces. There we go. So it brought it up. I believe this is like this was a really light knife before. I think it was like 3.5 ounces, maybe, maybe even lighter. Not sure. You could, like I said, look that up. I should have had that info for you guys, but I don't. So It's 4.13 right now. So that's a good weight. I mean, that's a really good weight. It feels definitely, like I said, a lot more substantial. So let me compare what this weight is compared to, let's say, the Alpha Beast 3.0. So here's the Alpha Beast right here. And this is the standard blade, not the alt blade or anything like that. So just a regular old Alpha Beast 3.0. And that's 5.19. So 5.19 for the Alpha Beast. 4.13. So the Alpha Beast is just a hair over an ounce heavier. And then I also have a bare bones here, which is the heaviest. A bare bones trainer 2.0. And that's just a little bit heavier than the Alpha Beast. So this one is the heaviest here. Then you got the Alpha Beast. And then the Benchmade is still the lightest. But it's not, like I said, as light as it was. So anyway, that's pretty much all I wanted to bring up to you guys. Let's see. I just wanted to show you guys how that looks, what you guys think about it. If you guys have owned these scales, did you guys have that same fitment issue? I believe you guys would have. But let me know what you guys think in general. How does it look? It feels a lot better. Like I said, the grippy. These cutouts here are, they're not perfect 90-degree angle. Let me zoom in. They are chamfered right here. See if we can bring that up. You can see they are softened. So they're not, you can see perfectly right here, that little chamfer that's there. So they are right there, that nice bevel. So it's not a perfect 90-degree, because that would kind of be annoying and a little sharp. So they are nice and softened, but still grippy. Now the play on these are the same as they were before. Let's see, right there. So, there's a little bit of play in there. I did tighten these down to where there was no play, but these were not, I mean, it was real stiff. So I did have to back out the pivots a little bit just to let these swing nice and free. Let's see, without hitting that table. See? That's how I like them. So, yeah, other than that, I definitely would recommend picking these up if you guys do want to get some, heavier, add some more weight to the Benchmade 51. Also, one other thing, now that I'm looking at the clip that I wanted to bring up is you see the clip sits right in this cutout perfectly. But when I tighten these down, I did Loctite them with some blue thread locker. The clip kind of sinks down in this groove. So when I put this knife in my pocket, I do find myself kind of grabbing at the clip and kind of lifting it up a little and then sliding it in my pocket, because as you can see, there's not much ramp there because the clip does sit right in there. I wish maybe, maybe not. Maybe if there was like a little bar in there that kind of kept this clip sitting like that. But it's not a big deal. And I don't want to loosen these up too much more or anything like that, because I don't want the clip to be loose. So keep that in mind too. You might have to end up kind of lifting this up a little bit to get it in your pocket. Other than that, like I said, I'm really happy with them. So check them out if they're available. Last I seen, they were out of stock, but they always, seems like they're always in stock and then out of stock, in stock. So just kind of grab them when they're available. And let me know what you guys think. So I'm going to leave it at that. And I'll see you on the next video. Have a good one, guys. Stay safe. Keep flipping.